Phonetics is the study of sounds used across languages. The study of phonetics is the study of how we, as human beings, physically create interpretable sounds with our mouths and throat. For example, we distinguish between s as in grapes with z as in apples, based on the phonetic feature known as voicedness. For voiced sounds like z, our vocal cords vibrate, while they do not for voiceless sounds like s. You can feel the difference by touching your throat and saying both of these sounds. You should feel a vibration when producing z, but not when producing s. We use the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, to describe all of the sounds or phonemes in every language in the world. This is helpful for linguists because when we see a particular phoneme, we'll know how to pronounce it, even if we don't speak that particular language. This brings up an important point. Phonemes are not letters because orthography or alphabetic spelling does not represent the sounds of a language in a consistent way. We use IPA to transcribe the sounds of every language in the world. The IPA symbols consistently represent every sound in every language in the world. That is, if you see a word transcribed with the phoneme E, the sound in beat, you'll know how it sounds no matter which language it is used in. While letters from the Roman alphabet sound differently in different languages, V is pronounced differently in English than it is in Spanish, for example, the phoneme V is always pronounced the same way as a voiced labiodental consonant. In this way, we have a consistent system to phonetically describe every language in the world. Principles of phonetics can be used in any classroom in different forms. For example, if a student is unfamiliar with how a word is pronounced, being able to identify the phonetic spelling in a dictionary listed beside the word may help. The IPA allows the student to see the phonetic representation of the vowels and consonants and articulate the sounds of the word more accurately. Another use for the IPA in a dictionary is to help students distinguish the stress that can change the meaning of a word in English. For example, the word present can be produced with two different stress patterns, resulting in two different words. The representation in the dictionary may be different from your own. That is, your use of IPA to represent sounds may depend on how your region of the U.S. pronounces the word. While phonetics is the study of speech sounds, phonology is the study of the rules for using those sounds. For example, when making a noun plural in English, how you pronounce the plural morpheme as s in grapes or as z in apples depends on what type of sound the plural morpheme follows. In grapes, the phoneme that comes before the s is a p, which is voiceless. Therefore, the s in grapes is pronounced as s. In apples, on the other hand, the phoneme that precedes the plural morpheme is o, which is voiced. This is because of the phonological rule of assimilation, whereby neighboring sounds become like one another. Three definitions can be used to explain to our students what spelling, orthography, is. 1. It is the relationship between sounds and letters. 2. It is the study of correct spelling. And 3. It is the study of how letters are arranged in words. In this unit, you will learn that English does not have a one-to-one correspondence between letters and sounds. This fact can be problematic to someone who is learning English as a second or additional language, because English does not have a one-to-one correspondence between sounds and letters. E.g., no can be spelled no or no. Students try to learn spelling in different ways. For example, memorizing or learning word roots. As teachers of ELLs, it is particularly important that we remember that how students spell may be in direct relation to how a word sounds. For example, cac for cake In order to understand how children spell from sound, we have to recognize that phoneme recognition is playing a direct role.